It's one of the most frustrating puzzles in the dating world. You're talking to a woman and the signals are so mixed, they could give you whiplash. One minute she's laughing and engaged, the next she's cold and distant. She teases you, but you can't tell if it's playful or an insult. She seems to be everywhere you are, but when you approach, she acts like she barely knows you. Your brain is short-circuiting. You think, does she like me or does she hate me? You're afraid to make a move because the fear of getting it wrong is massive. But what if I told you that this very confusion, this hot and cold behavior, is often the single biggest sign that she's not only interested, but is actively fighting how interested she is? Today, we are not talking about the obvious signs. We are decoding the subtle, subconscious, and often contradictory signals a woman sends when she likes you, but is trying desperately not to show it. And number 7 is the one most men completely misinterpret as a sign of disinterest. This is the code cracked. Sign number 1, the stolen glance. We begin with the most fundamental and subconscious sign of all, the stolen glance. This isn't a long, seductive stare. It's the opposite. It's furtive, it's quick, and it's almost always followed by an immediate correction. You're in a group, at a bar, or across the room at a party. You get that primal feeling, the feeling of being watched. Your eyes are drawn up, and for a split second, you lock eyes with her. And then, instantly, she darts her eyes away, pretending to be fascinated by the most boring thing in the room. The wall, her drink, a piece of lint on her friend's sweater. The psychology in depth. This is a raw, unfiltered battle between her subconscious desire and her conscious mind. Her subconscious, the primal part of her brain, is drawn to you. It finds you interesting, attractive, or intriguing, so her eyes naturally follow you to gather more data. The moment her conscious brain, the social gatekeeper, registers what's happening, it panics. It screams, "Oh no, he saw me looking." Abort mission, act casual. That rapid look away isn't a sign of disinterest, it's a sign she got caught. A woman who is genuinely not interested in you won't make eye contact in the first place, or her gaze will just passively slide past you. The look and immediate look away is the tell. Your high-value move. Your reaction here is critical. The low-value man gets nervous and looks away too, missing the opportunity. You need to hold that eye contact for just one extra beat, a single, powerful second after she looks away. Then, give a slow, subtle, confident smile. You're not being aggressive. You're non-verbally communicating, "I saw that. And I'm interested too." You've just validated her interest, demonstrated your confidence, and made her heart skip a beat, all without saying a word. Sign number 2, the detail detective. Pay close attention to this one, because it's a sign of deep mental investment. You're in a casual conversation, and she remembers a tiny, insignificant detail you mentioned weeks, or even months ago. The name of your childhood pet, that you prefer mountains over the beach, the stupid story you told about your first job flipping burgers. Things you barely remember saying, she has cataloged. The psychology in depth. Our brains are biologically designed to be efficient. We are bombarded with millions of bits of information every day, and we filter out almost all of it. We only retain the details that are emotionally significant to us or relevant to our survival. If she is remembering the small, seemingly unimportant details of your life, it is because, to her, information about you is not small or unimportant. You are occupying significant real estate in her mind. She's not just passively listening to you, she is actively studying you, building a mental file, trying to understand what makes you tick. Your high-value move. When she brings up a detail, don't just brush past it. Acknowledge it with a slight hint of genuine surprise and appreciation. Look at her, smile, and say, "Wow, that's impressive. I can't believe you remembered that." This does 2 powerful things. It validates her for paying such close attention, which makes her feel seen, and it shows that you've noticed that she's noticing you, which creates a powerful feedback loop of mutual connection and raises the intimacy of the conversation. Sign number 3, her friends act weird. A woman's group of friends is her inner council, her board of directors. If you want to know how she feels, watch them. You walk up to her and her friends, and the entire social dynamic instantly shifts. They might suddenly go quiet and all look at her with knowing smirks. They might giggle. Or, the most common tell, they will find a sudden, flimsy excuse to leave you two alone. Oh, you know what? We just have to go, to the bathroom. All of us. Right now. The psychology in depth, her friends are the keepers of her secrets. If she is interested in you, they know everything. They have heard your name. They have analyzed your text messages screenshot by screenshot. They have stalked your Instagram profile back to 2015. Their awkwardness, their knowing glances, their sudden synchronized departure, it's all a social signal. They are acting as her wing women, trying to help her by engineering an opportunity for her to talk to the guy she will not shut up about when you're not around. Your high-value move. Read the room and seize the opportunity they've just handed you. The low-value man gets awkward and doesn't know what to do. You need to lean into it. As they walk away, turn to her, smile, and say playfully, "Okay, be honest. What have you been telling them about me?" This is a brilliant move. It acknowledges the obvious social dynamic in a fun, non-confrontational way. It shows you're socially intelligent, and it puts the ball in her court in a way that is charming and low pressure. Sign number 4. Playful teasing and sarcasm. The insult flirt. This can be confusing because it feels like the opposite of affection. To everyone else, she's sweet, polite, and agreeable. To you, she's a sarcastic little menace. She constantly gives you a hard time. She makes fun of your favorite sports team. She rolls her eyes at your taste in music. She roasts the shirt you're wearing. It's not genuinely mean-spirited. It's a constant, playful prodding. The psychology, in depth. This is a classic form of plausibly deniable flirting. Making a direct, sincere compliment is incredibly vulnerable for a woman. Saying, "I think you're really handsome," puts her heart on the line. But playful teasing achieves the same goal with zero risk. It allows her to initiate a special, charged interaction with you, to create an in-joke dynamic, and to test your confidence, all while being able to hide behind the excuse of, "I was just kidding." It's a safe way for her to build rapport and see if you can handle her energy. Your high-value move, this is critical. You must not get defensive. If you take her teasing seriously, you instantly fail the test. The only move is to tease her back. Match her energy. If she makes fun of your shirt, grin and say, "Yeah, I know." It takes a real man to pull off this level of style. Not everyone can handle it. This shows you're confident, you're not easily rattled, and you can speak her playful, flirtatious language. This banter is the very essence of chemistry. Sign number 5. Proximity magnetism. This is a subtle physical cue that speaks volumes. She just happens to always be around. In a social setting, she might not talk to you directly, but she'll consistently position herself within your orbit. She'll go stand by the bar a few feet away from you. She'll join a conversation with the person you're talking to. If you're in a class or at work, she starts taking the same route to the coffee machine that you do. It's a pattern of convenient coincidences. The psychology in depth. This is her subconscious mind trying to close the distance that her conscious mind is too nervous to bridge. It's a low-risk, high-reward strategy. By placing herself in your physical vicinity, she is dramatically increasing the probability of a chance encounter without having to bear the social risk of direct initiation. She is essentially opening the door and hoping you'll walk through it. A woman who is not interested will often subconsciously create distance. A woman who is interested will subconsciously try to shrink it. There are very few coincidences when it comes to human magnetism and proximity. Your high-value move, you must reward her effort. The low-value man is oblivious and misses the signal entirely. You need to be socially aware. When you notice her positioning herself nearby, you need to be the one to close that final few feet. Make eye contact, give a warm smile, and open up the conversation. You can invite her into your current conversation. "Hey, we were just talking about," or simply turn to her and ask a direct question. You are rewarding her subtle move with a confident, leading one, making her feel that her efforts were successful. Sign number 6. The interview. Pay very close attention to the quality of her questions. Any woman can engage in superficial small talk, but when a woman is genuinely interested and trying to hide it, her curiosity will betray her. She will start to interview you, but not for a job, for a potential role in her life. Her questions will shift from the what to the why. Not just what do you do, but why did you choose that career? What are you passionate about? Not just are you from here, but what's your relationship with your family like? The psychology in depth. This is a vetting process. These are qualifying questions. She is trying to build a 3D model of your character, not just a 2D sketch of your life's facts. She wants to understand your values, your ambition, your emotional depth, and your vision for the future. A woman does not invest this level of deep mental energy into a man she sees as a casual fling. She is gathering the data she needs to determine if you are a man of substance, a potential long-term partner. Your high-value move. Do not give generic, boring answers. This is your opportunity to reveal your character. When she asks you what you're passionate about, answer with genuine energy and passion. Let her see the fire in your eyes. When she asks about your values, be honest and open. The specific answers are less important than the passion, confidence, and authenticity with which you deliver them. She's not just listening to your words, she's feeling your energy. Sign number 7. The green-eyed question. And here's the one most men completely misinterpret as a sign of trouble or disinterest. You mention another woman in a completely innocent context. It could be a female friend, a coworker, or a story from your past. The moment the other woman's name leaves your mouth, her entire demeanor changes. She might get quiet and her smile tightens. She might ask a slightly pointed, innocent question like, "Oh, is she pretty?" Or, "So, are you too close?" Or she might abruptly change the subject. The psychology in depth. This is a subtle flare of jealousy, and jealousy is one of the most powerful and honest indicators of emotional investment. A person who does not care about you will not care about the other people in your life, especially other women. Her slight discomfort or pointed question is a subconscious reaction to a perceived threat to her potential connection with you. She is trying to subtly gather intelligence. Do I have competition? What is my status here? The low-value man's mistake. He either gets defensive and over-explains the platonic nature of his relationship, which signals weakness, or he tries to intentionally make her more jealous, which is a manipulative game. The high-value move. You must walk a fine line. Acknowledge her question calmly and honestly, then playfully call out the underlying dynamic. "Yeah, Jessica is a great friend. Why? Are you trying to size up the competition already?" Say it with a confident, playful smirk. This does everything perfectly. It shows you're not hiding anything, you're not intimidated by her question, and you're confident enough to tease her about her interest in you. It turns a moment of potential tension into a moment of flirtatious power. Sign number 8. The digital ghost. Finally, we have the modern mystery of her online behavior. It is a complete and utter mess of contradictions. She will watch every single one of your Instagram stories, and she'll often be one of the first viewers, but she won't reply to your text message for 6 hours. She might go back and like a photo you posted 3 years ago at 1 a.m., but she'll ignore the direct message you sent her yesterday. The psychology in depth. This is the ultimate sign of her internal conflict playing out in the digital realm, where she feels safe. Watching your stories, looking at your old photos, and orbiting your digital life is a safe, low-risk way for her to feel connected to you and gather information without making herself vulnerable. It's the digital equivalent of the stolen glance. Her conscious mind is telling her, "Play it cool, don't seem too eager, wait a few hours to text back." But her subconscious, impulsive mind is screaming, "I want to know what he's up to right now," so she watches your story instantly. The behavior is inconsistent because she is feeling inconsistent, torn between her strong interest and her fear of showing it. Your high-value move. Your move is to ignore the online noise and prioritize real-world interaction. Do not ever call her out on watching your stories. "I saw you watched my story." It's needy and creepy. Use her online orbiting as a quiet confidence boost, a secret sign that you know she's interested. Then, focus all your energy on setting up the next in-person interaction where the connection is real and she can't hide behind a screen. Your goal is to move the relationship from the digital world to the real world as quickly as possible. So, the stolen glance, the detail detective, the weird friends, the playful teasing, proximity magnetism, the interview, the green-eyed question, and the digital ghost. What do all these signs have in common? They are all born from the same place, a conflict between her interest and her fear. Fear of rejection, fear of getting hurt, fear of seeming too easy. You must reframe your thinking. Her trying to hide her interest is not an insult. It is the ultimate compliment. It means your impact on her is so significant that it actually scares her. A woman doesn't bother hiding her feelings for a man she's lukewarm about. Your job is not to call out her fear, but to be the man who is strong and confident enough to make her feel safe. Read the signs, make the move, and lead. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these 8 signs have you seen before but completely misunderstood? Drop the number in the comments below. Let's see which is the most common. If this video decoded the mystery for you, do me a huge favor and smash that like button, subscribe for more deep dive psychology, and hit that notification bell. Stop guessing. Start knowing. I'll see you in the next one.